I guess it is recording.
Yeah, it does that automatically.
You think it would light up in red, but I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, you want to sit here for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to our author's tea. Hi, first graders. I'm so proud of you. Look how good you look. Oh, wow. Are you excited? Shake, yeah, raise your hand if you're excited. I know you're muted, but I'm very excited. I couldn't sleep last night thinking about this. And you know what, Miss Noon, we have made history. You, Mrs. Noon, was our first grade teacher when Will and Sally were in first grade. Will was in the first Author's Tea story, presentation of stories for Author's Tea in the classroom. And Sally was also there. This is her book from Author's Tea. And so, Ms. Noon, you initiated that first Author's Tea, and that was at school, but now we're doing it digitally, and we're making history. You are the 21st first grade class to do Author's Tea. Isn't that right, Ms. Noon? Yeah, we could unmute Ms. Noon. She could speak. Yeah. Where is she? Let's see, you were in that, you initiated that first class of Author's Tea, and so our students have benefited from that year after year after year, telling their own story. And so we're making history, and I was thinking last night, what will Author's Tea be for you guys in 20 plus years when you're in Sally and Willie's age? What will the technology be then there? We can just imagine what it's going to be like. And so we're going to welcome Ms. Noon, and where's Ms. Mack? Oh, Ms. Mack, you don't see her visual, but Ms. Mack is there, and she, just like Mr. Rao, helped in the computer lab, taught in the computer lab, and helped the students to type their stories. So Ms. Mack, you want to say hi?
Hi, you guys. Good to see you. I know Miss Singleton's very proud of you.
Oh, I'm so proud of him. I kept waiting for this day and thinking, oh, what is it going to be like? And let's see, I think that's our only visitors. Miss C was going to come in, but I guess she had another meeting to go to. And Mr. Rowell is here in case we have a problem, because this is our third computer we've worked on. He's worked on, not me, but he's worked on to get this ready. And I was thinking about your stories, and we've talked about this, that authors say that the beginning of the story is usually the most difficult, but other authors say the editing is the most difficult. But Dr. Maya Angelou said that when you write, you should write so that your readers hear your story and that they think about it and it settles into their heart. So we're going to get started on settling those stories into everyone's heart. Mr. Rouse in the classroom to listen as well. And we're going to go in number order. Okay, so Madeline, are you ready? All right, I'm going to unmute you, Madeline. And guys, she'll see you applaud for her when she's finished, so everyone will see that. Okay, Madeline, you may begin. Don't forget the title of your story, okay?
I'm actually going to be reading for Madeline.
Good, Grace. Sit up tall and use your beautiful voice.
The Adventures of Coyote Club by Madeline Bell. At the campfire, I howled and coyotes howled back. Poppy read a book about coyotes. Once he read the book 2 times, I decided to call it Coyote Club. Grace missed a meeting, but that was a mommy choice. We made a rule that we cannot be kicked out of Coyote Club. Mommy, Daddy, and Yaya joined the Coyote Club meeting. Even though Daddy hasn't been to a Coyote Club meeting yet, he can still join in the meetings we do, Coyote Club Pledge and Song. We read books, bring stuff, and add activities to it. We also make coyote soup and coyote perfume. It smells nasty, but coyotes love it. We make coyote perfume with mesquite beans, grass, and sticks. You take the hard stuff out and leave the water. That's how you make coyote perfume. To make coyote soup, you put mesquite beans in, then you add some water. You add some more mesquite beans, you get the mesquite beans out and leave the water. If it isn't green, then you add mud. That's how you make coyote soup. Now I'm going to tell you how to make melted coyote chocolate chips. First you get water, then you put dirt in the water until it looks like mud. You close the lid and shake it up. That's how you make melted Coyote chocolate chips. Gaia made the Coyote Club flag, and Poppy built the stand. This says Coyote Club on the flag and has a coyote howling at the moon.
Oh, look at that picture. Oh, wait, that's a flag. Nice. And Madeline's holding a coyote as well? The end. Guys, give her a hand. Let her see you clapping for her. Very nice. Okay, and then, so number 2 is Lily. And let me unmute you, Lily. Okay, you ready?
It's Party by Lily Bridges. To Mommy and Daddy, write what should not be forgotten. One sunny morning, Uni the unicorn woke up very happy. She sang, "It's 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 8 o'clock in the morning." Then she got dressed and brushed her hair and teeth. She needed to go to the store to buy a very special present. So dressed and ready, off she went. Today is her best friend Peppermint's party. And Peppa is waiting. The store was so big and it had lots of stuff, but the gift shelf was not full of stuff. It only had one thing, and Ginger, the mean gingerbread, took the last present. Ginger often did mean things. She took the notebook and said she will hide it. Oh no, Uni will have to find it. She looked at her home, no present. She looked at the park, no present. She looked at the playground, looked on the monkey bars, no. The easel, no. Then she spotted something shiny on the slide. She found it. Peppa will love this fancy notebook. It is shiny and rainbow. She got to the party at Peppa's house. And everyone played and sang and had cupcakes. Uni was so happy. And Peppa loved the birthday present. The end.
Very nice, Lily. Okay, Christian, you're next. Let's see, I'm gonna mute Lily. And then where's Christian? There you are. Okay, are you ready, Christian? And thank you, Ms. Feigner, for being a guest at Author's Tea for us. All right, Christian, you may begin. Give us your title.
I didn't put a title on it, but I think I told my dad what the title was.
Oh, well, you can just tell us, baby. Just tell us.
The
Tell us
animals and the man.
Okay.
Title.
Okay.
The animals and the man. Written and illustrated by Christian Finder. First grade, Miss Singleton's class, Southfield School, May 14th, 2020. Back in the fall in 1981, three friends started fighting over land in the big forest. It all started when Harry the bear told his buddies, John the dog and Lee the moose, that he needed more land for his home that he wanted to build so that he can sleep during the winter. John and Lee didn't like that idea. John said, "No, I want more land." Lee didn't like that either and said, "I should get more land." The three friends started yelling at each other about who gets more land. The three friends decided to go their separate ways. Lee went down in the river. John went back to Mr. Bob's house. Harry stayed where he was because he thought this land was his. John didn't like Harry talking his land, so John didn't like Harry talking his land, so he decided to play a trick on Harry. John got in a tree with a big net and waited for Harry to walk by. When Harry finally came by, John dropped the net and trapped Harry. Lee saw this and laughed a lot. Lee thought he should play a trick on John. He thought he should scare John out of the big forest. Lee hid in a bush dressed like a monster and jumped out. When John walked by, John got scared and jumped in a bush to hide too. To hide. Harry was mad that John and Lee were trying to take over the big forest. Harry decided to go see Mr. Bob and tell him that what was going on between the friends. Harry told Mr. Bob, "They are stealing my forest and I needed more room than they do." Mr. Bob told Harry, Do you own the land? Do you own the big forest?" Harry said no. Mr. Bob said, "Then you guys need to share the big forest equally." Harry said, "But I want more land than the others." Mr. Bob told Harry, "But you guys have to share the big forest in order to stay friends." Mr. Bob gathered all the animals together and told them, "I don't want you guys to fight or pull tricks on each other anymore. Please try to be friends and share the big forest." John and the other animals didn't like this idea. John said, "We should race for the land." Lee and Harry both agreed that the race would be the best to see who gets more land. As the park ranger, Mr. Bob, didn't like that idea and told the animals, hold up, you guys need to share the land if you don't share the land, I'm going to have to kick you out of the big forest. The animals were shocked. Harry said, okay, Mr. Bob, we'll share the land. Three friends each took equal parts of the big forest to make their homes. The end.
Yay, that's very nice, Christian. Good job. Thank you guys for applauding. Let's see, I'm gonna mute you. And then now we have Mr. Lawson. You ready, Lawson? Can you hear me, Lawson? Garcia, you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
The Tale of the Protector of Dragton, written and illustrated by Lawson Garcia. One day in the underwater town of Dragton, a little fire dragon named Kit was born. The city of Dragton is found deep into the ocean. It has lots of tall, colorful buildings and many statues of famous dragons. The city is full of different kinds of dragons. Some dragons are red and yellow and are fire dragons. The other dragons are red and blue and are ice dragons. 3 days later, Kit was playing with his rattle while watching his mom and dad play checkers in his house. While they were playing, a bad man sneaked into the back of the house and stole baby Kit. Kit's mom saw them and tried to save him, but the bad guy was too fast. 4 years later, I was watching a television program in my house that mentioned an old news story about a baby dragon who had been stolen from Dragton. The news said they knew that the bad man was named Jack, and they believed now lived on the island of Lawton. Lawton is a tiny deserted island located above the underwater city of Dragton. I decided to go and save the dragon. I packed my weapons for the trip and got into my boat. Before I set off toward Lawton, I was met by my friend Evan, who wanted to come to help rescue the dragon. On the way to Lawton, we saw different kinds of fish. Dolphins were swimming along with us, and we discovered a lizard had sneaked aboard the boat when we left shore. We named the lizard Crix, and he kept us company on our trip. At one point, a shark scared the fish away, and we were able to make the shark leave, so the fish swam along with us again. All the way to Lawton. After 5 hours of sailing, we arrived at the island of Lawton. After we landed, we sneaked up the beach toward one small house. There was a light coming from inside the house. We quickly opened the back door into the house and saw no one. We walked through the house, checking each room. We finally came to the last room where the light was coming from. We peeked through the keyhole and saw Jack talking to the dragon who was locked in a cage. Tried to open the door, but couldn't not because it was locked. We looked down and a key was lying on the floor where it had been accidentally dropped. I picked up the key, unlocked the door, and slammed the door into the wall. We ran into the room. Our armor and swords scared Jack so much he ran out of the house. We saw that the same key from the door fit Kit's cage. We walked toward the cage and let the dragon out. We quickly ran out of the room into the front door, which was locked. Kit breathed flaming fire toward the door lock, and we were able to break out. We ran towards the boat and pushed away from the shore. Kit flew along beside us, then dove straight down into the water toward his home. His family was so happy to see him. The end.
Very nice, Lawson. Oh, wow. Look at that cover. That does look like dragon skin. That's beautiful.
So this is like the town of Dragton.
Uh-huh.
Like 2 fire dragons and 1 ice dragon. They're like swimming around, and like 1 statue dragon.
That's good
And
job.
then you can see above it
Uh-oh.
is the island of Lawton. And like it's little bitty tiny. And then very little amount of trees. And then 1 house, and that's where Jack lives.
Very nice. Give him a hand, guys. Everyone can see, so he can see you clap for him. Very nice, Lawson. So now it's Graham's turn. Okay, Graham, you ready?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
From the Little League to the MLB by Graham Gilbert. This story is about a 7-year-old named Jeffrey who loved playing baseball. He was a baseball. He had
Baseball
was his favorite thing in the whole world. Jeffrey was a first grader, but when he was not at school, all he wanted to do was practice baseball. Jeffrey had even wore a baseball uniform at every day like normal clothes. Jeffrey played on a little league team called the Shreveport Bombers. He was the best player. Jeffrey was so good that baseball that one day a TV station put his game on the news. This made Jeffrey famous because because the video was put on YouTube. The YouTube video was seen by some MLB teams and coaches. So the coaches thought Jeffrey was ready to play in the big league. Jeffrey started to get phone calls, text messages, and emails from MLB teams that wanted him to play for his team. Jeffrey would be the youngest player in the history of MLB. He would also be the smallest. The Astros, the Braves, and the Rangers all wanted him to be on their team. This was a very hard decision, but because he was a fan of all 3 teams. After thinking
Loud, they gotta hear you.
After thinking a lot about it, Jeffrey picked the Rangers. Where's it?
The Rangers.
The Rangers. Because it
was the closest to his families, and they could come see all of his home games. The Rangers loved having a 7-year-old on their team. The other players liked to throw Jeffrey around in the dugout. Jeffrey loved it when he was tossed around. Jeffrey and the Rangers made it all the way to the World Series. They had to play the Chicago Cubs. The Rangers now won the World Series, and Jeffrey was named the MVP. They were the champions. Jeffrey became a legend. He had his baseball cards were now worth $50,000. But even though Jeffrey was a famous baseball player, he still wanted to live at home with his mom and dad. He wanted Cheerios for breakfast and watch cartoons and to play with his brothers. Jeffrey decided to go back to play on his little league team, the Bombers, with his friends. He might be back in the MLB one day, but for now he is a Shreveport Bomber. And
Yay, good job, Greg. Good job. I know that's a story of you, huh? All right, let's see. Kate, are you going to tell us about your story, or where are you?
Are you going to try to read it?
Kate, go. Kate, are you going to, let's see, you don't want to be on the video? You're sending it in to me? Right? Okay, Kate's going to send it. Oh, hey, Miss Janet, guys. Tell Miss Janet another guest.
You want to read it?
Will she be sending in her video to us?
Yeah, we shared it. Let me see. Oh, I can't share the video.
That's what we'll send it out later. We'll send it. I think Ms. Feidner said
don't want to read it?
email it. So we'll be able to email it and oh wait, go ahead. Go ahead, Ms. Feidner.
Hey, the only thing is if she doesn't read it now, I don't know that we'll be able to splice it into this Zoom. But we'll definitely send it out with it.
Okay.
Unless she wants to, it's up to you
I
guys.
guess you guys can't make me a host, can you?
Jackie might can.
What's that? What you need, babe?
Make Jenny a host. That way she can screen share the story. Is Miss Rouse on there?
Let's see. I don't know how to do it on this. Oh wait.
Oops.
As share screen. Is that what you're asking me to do? No.
Yeah, but she's gonna have to do it unless you want to. Yeah, she's gonna have to do it.
Yeah. So let's see it on this. Okay.
Hold on. Go click on Jenny. Under
You can read it.
participants.
You're gonna read it. You're gonna do great. She's gonna read it. She's gonna read it.
Okay. Kate
You read it?
thinks.
Okay.
Okay. Well. Okay. Hold on. All right.
So do great.
You ready?
Are you ready, Kate? Okay.
Go ahead.
World traveler. All right, Kate.
Okay, Kate. They're ready.
Okay. The Mystery Present by Kate Goshay. Illustrated and by Kate Goshay. One day, a mermaid and a unicorn were born, and they are best friends, and they grew up together. And one day they turned 7, and when they woke up, they found a mysterious present on the note on the present said, meet me at the abandoned ship at 7:30 p.m. They were worried, but they did what they were told. They tried to figure out so they looked at the handwriting.
Good job, Kate.
And it looked like everyone's, but it cannot be everyone's handwriting. So they looked at the present. They looked at the present. They wanted to open the present, but they cannot. They want to open the present, but they cannot open the present. So they do not open it. They are getting bored, so they want to go to the park. So they do, and they want to have a birthday party, but they cannot have a birthday party. So they played at the park. They are sad, but they are having so much fun, and they bring their murdog. They played with their murdog, and they loved their murdog. They are having fun. It is getting close to 7:30 p.m. So they go home, and they play They are having so much fun. So they are getting ready for dinner. They want to have cake for dinner, and cake for dinner. It is 7:30 p.m. So they go to the abandoned ship, and they are scared, so they walk fast. When they get there, they are surprised because it is a surprise party, and they are and it is fun. The end.
Hey, good job, Kate. Okay, I'm glad you were able to do that. You did great. In the car. Look at us, 21st century travelers, global people. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Next is Harper. Let me unmute you, Harper. And look at the background. There you go. You ready? You ready, Harper?
Billy and her two best friends. Billy was a little girl that loved to sing and dance. She practiced a lot and became famous. One day, while she was performing, she twisted her ankle. She was very sad that she couldn't dance. Her friends Rosabelle and Ariana one day came to cheer her up. They played games and drew pictures together. Billy felt loved. Billy and her friends made a plan to get her dancing again. The next time Billy performed, her friends joined her on stage and placed a very special brace on her ankle. Billy was able to dance with her friends. The crowd cheered, Billy, Billy, Billy. Billy knew she had the best friends in the world that time.
Oh, good job. Yay. Good job, Harper. Nice reading. Okay, I'm gonna mute you. And then we know who's next. Where is she? There she is. You ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna unmute you now. Okay, Camilla, you ready? All right.
Fairy and Mermaid by Camilla Hilton. Fairy and Mermaid are best friends, but sometimes Fairy's wings get tired from flying and Mermaid's tail gets tired from swimming, and that makes it hard for them to see each other. What they wanted to do was see each other for a clip date, but they couldn't. That made them sad. Here's my picture. Suddenly, Fairy had an idea, but she would need help from her fairy friend. Fairy and her fairy friends needed to find a way to help get Mermaid to Fairy. It had a beautiful yard filled with flowers and was separated from the ocean by a big hill. The fairies needed to find a way, but the question was how. Mermaid cannot breathe above water for more than 5 minutes. Fairy thought and thought and thought, but she could not think of anything. Then suddenly Fairy had an idea. But she idea. She was going to get a crane and put it on the hill. Then she and her fairy friends would attack the river with a blow-up pool. And this is a picture of her trying to think. She and her fairy friends were going to lower the pool down into the lagoon. That way, Mermaid could swim into the pool. Then Fairy and her fairy friends worked together to make the plan happen. They each did their part. To make the plan happen. It was the best day ever. They played catch and had tea party. It was so much fun. Eventually, it was time for everyone to go home. Fairy and her fairy friends put Mermaid back into the water. It was hard to lift back over the hill, but they did it. Now they know how to get Mermaid over the fairy castle. They did it for a very long time. One day, the rope in the crane broke. So the fairy came up with a new plan, but she needed mermaid help. She needed strong seaweed to use in the crane, and mermaid would have to do it. The mermaid went to search for strong seaweed. She looked and looked and looked, but she could not find anything. So she went to her palace and said, I cannot find anything. Meanwhile, at Fairy's place, Fairy was waiting for Mermaid to bring the strong seaweed. Then Mermaid had an idea. She was going to ask the jolly jellyfish. When she found him, she asked him for strong seaweed. Mermaid gave it to Fairy, and they used it in the crane forever. And that's it.
Very nice. Oh, look at the mermaids. Very nice.
Even until this day, Fairy and her friends use the crank and seaweed to bring a mermaid over for playdates. And that's my last picture. And that's the sunset. That's the hill, that's the ocean, that's Fairy's place.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Oh, all right, let's see. So I see Evan sitting up tall. All right, Evan, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the title of my story is Heroes of the Royal Reef, written and illustrated by Evan Kindred. This book is dedicated to my family and friends. Deep in the ocean, there lived a shark named Sharky, a sea turtle named Flippy, and a blue whale named Thunder. They lived in a big, beautiful royal reef, and they were best friends. One day, crabs came and tried to take over the reef. The crabs made cannons out of sand that shot sandballs. At the reef, all of the animals that lived in the royal reef were scared, but not Sharky, Flippy, and Thunder. The three best friends came up with a plan to stop the crabs. They asked to have a meeting with the king crab and offered to help them build their own kingdom. The three friends and the crabs worked together to build a big sandcastle perfect for the crabs. They also built a big throne out of sand for the king crab. The crabs were so happy they all became friends. The royal reef was safe and sound. All of the friends and family of Sharky, Flippy, and Thunder were so proud of them, so they had a big surprise party at the park for the three best friends. When Sharky, Flippy, and Thunder got to the park, everyone was hiding, even the new crab friends. Everyone jumped out and yelled surprise. They all ate fish flakes and seaweed. They played tag and hide and seek. At the party, Sharky, Flippy, and Thunder made a new best friend that was a goldfish named Goldie. Goldie told the friends they were heroes and would be remembered for centuries as the saviors of the royal reef. The end.
Oh, wow. Good job, Evan. Very nice. Okay, good job. Okay. So now, Maya, let's see where are you, Maya? Oh, right here. Okay. All right, you ready, Maya?
Yes.
Okay.
Sally the Cat Lost at the Beach by Maya Michaels, dedicated to Miss Singleton. And here's the picture. It was a warm, sunny day. Sally's family decided to take a trip to the beach. Sally's family went swimming, but Sally was afraid of the waves, so she decided to go look for seashells. But Sally got lost and could not find her family. Sally was all alone and sad. until a dog saw her and asked, "What are you doing here all alone?" Sally replied that I was looking for seashells and lost my family. My name is Kevin and I am a rescue dog. I can help you find your family by tracking them with my nose. The dog replied, "Nice to meet you, Kevin, and thank you for your help." Sally replied, and so they began their journey together to find Sally's family. On their way, they saw a pug stuck in the sand. Sally asked, "Are you okay? What is your name? Can we help you?" The pug replied, "My name is Pumpkin. I was digging a hole and got stuck in the sand." Sally offered her help, and she and Kevin dug Pumpkin from the hole. Pumpkin was so thankful and also decided to help Sally find her family. Kevin and Pumpkin sniffed and sniffed until they finally found Sally's family at the beach. Sally's family was so thankful. Sally, Kevin, and Pumpkin became friends forever. The end.
Oh, good job. Very nice. Good job, Maya. Okay, next will be Tobias. You ready? You ready, Toby? Ready, Toby? Okay. You can begin, honey. Toby, you ready?
One night, my big brother woke me. Okay.
Wait, Toby, did you freeze?
One night, my big brothers woke me up. They said, "Let's play video games." I said no. They asked me why. Because I'm tired. Can you hear us?
We can hear you, but the picture froze. Let's see, I'm not sure how to, nope, there's no way to unfreeze it. Do you have an idea, Ms. Feigner, how to unfreeze it?
They may have to refresh it. Are you doing it on an iPad?
Yeah, why don't you, because that happened to Sally the other day. What she had to do was log out and then come back in again.
Yeah. Why don't we, yeah, why don't y'all log out and come back and Jackie, you can go to the next one and then we can go.
Yeah. Okay, well, that'll be for Cooper. Okay. Where are you, Cooper? Let me see. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, Coop. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Oh. Teddy and Cardi, Life in Ruston, illustrated, written and illustrated by Cooper Eli Ward. First grade, Miss Singleton's class, Southfield School, May 14th, 2020. I dedicate my story to Dr. Jice and my dad who gave me love, of tech. Techie and the Bulldog was walking around at Louisiana Tech with Cooper. Cooper was there to see his dad get his doctor's degree. Cardi, the red cardinal, was flying around the basketball stadium. Techie
What?
Techie saw Cardi.
Techie saw Cardi
And got excited.
and got excited. Techie started barking at Cardi and tugged Cooper. Techie got out of Cooper's hands and chased Cardi. Cardi flew down and introduced herself to Techie. Techie wanted to show Cardi the football stadium and wanted her to meet the players too. And they went to the locker room and the weight room. Techie and Cardi tried to carry weights. Cardi tried to carry a weight and fly around. She flew up for 1 second and she fell straight back down. And Techie and Cardi went all around Tech and even met Mr. Geis, Dr. Geis. Dr. Geis is Cooper's friend and he is the boss of Tech. Dr. Geis threw Cardi and Techie a party at his house. After the party, there was a football game versus Alabama. Tech won by 1-25. Techie got press box seats and Cardi was flying around. Cardi stopped flying and fell to the ground. An Alabama player stepped on her. Techie was looking all over for Cardi, and when the game was over, she was only missing a few feathers. Techie helped Cardi put her feathers back on. They were friends forever. Techie and Cardi played on the field. After the game, until they turned the stadium lights off, then they went to the basketball stadium and played some basketball. After they played football and basketball, they were thirsty and wanted to go to Cooper's favorite gas station. They ended the night at Cooper's dad's favorite restaurant, Bristers. The end.
I kind of knew you would do something about Tech. Good job. Okay, and then we're going to go back to Tobias. You ready, Tobias? Looks like it froze again. Tobias?
Say something.
I don't know why. Tobias, you may have to log out and come back in again. I don't know why it keeps freezing on him. Okay, well, let's go on to, let's see, we've got Emma. Where are you, Emma? There you are. Okay. Tobias, log out and get back in again. We'll try it again. Okay, babe? All right, Emma, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, babe.
Okay, be loud.
The Llama That Destroys Rainbows by Emma Weeks.
The Llama That Destroys Rainbows. Written and illustrated by Emma Catherine Weeks, first grade, Mrs. Singleton's class, Southfield School, May 14th, 2020. This book is dedicated to Mrs. Singleton. I am first grade at Southfield School. I like to read and play Legos with my brother, David. My name is Emma Catherine Weeks. I live in Elm Grove, Louisiana. The people in my family are Mom, Dad, David, and me. This is my second book. One day, there was an all-white llama that with gray hooves who wanted no rainbows, and so he decided to destroy them. The llama is colorblind and thinks that rainbows are just annoying black stripes in the sky. He started destroying rainbows in the desert and then moved on to Maine, where I am going to visit him. And that is why there aren't any rainbows in the desert or Maine. The llama exploded them all and ate them. Next stop, Arkansas, to destroy my rainbow, said the llama. A sad acorn with big sad eyes said to the llama, rainbows let you know when it will rain, and I need rain. The acorn needed water. So the llama decided to leave rainbows in Arkansas for the acorn. The llama went to China to destroy more rainbows. A panda bear said to the llama, I want my bamboo, said, and my bamboo needs rain, said the llama. Said the llama.
The llama said,
I'm a meanie. I do not like pandas. A raccoon said, hey, rainbows are good for you. You need water to drink. The llama said, I guess so, but I don't care. There's an ocean of water that I can drink. And the llama stomped away, kicking and breaking bamboo. The raccoon tried to explain to the llama, you can't drink ocean water. The llama stomped to the ocean and took a big sip. He spit it on a shark because it was too salty. The shark said, why are you drinking ocean water? The llama said, I thought that I could, but I could not, and I am very thirsty. The llama turned around and saw the panda with his dry, broken bamboo and the kind but thirsty raccoon. The acorn that really needed water. And the llama realized that the world needs rainbows to help know when it will rain. The llama got really sad and cried. The rainbows came out of his tears. Then real rain fell from the sky. The llama said, sorry for destroying all of the rainbows. The animals asked him why he was destroying rainbows. And he told them that he is colorblind and the black stripes in the sky annoy him. The kind raccoon gave the llama special glasses to help him see all of the colors in the rainbow. Everyone was happy and they all had a rain dance party. The end.
Good job. Good job. Oh, wow, Emma, that's a nice story. Let's see. Tobias, we're going to try you again. You ready? You ready, baby? All right, come on. Let's go before it's something else. You know, this happened the other day. I don't want it to happen to you again. Go ahead, baby.
One night, my big brothers woke me up. They said, let's play video games. I said no. They asked me why. Because I'm tired, I said. You will get to play Titanfall, Graham said. I said, okay. We went quietly downstairs. Mom woke up and walked out the door. I said, I love you, Mom, while my brothers hid. Mom said, I love you too. Now go back to bed. Instead of going back to bed, I got my brothers and found our Nintendo Switches and played with them. Then Luna started barking. We heard Dad say, stop barking, Luna. Then we got sucked into a video game. I said, what? And we all screamed and fainted. When we woke up, we saw a big robot looking at us. We screamed and ran away. And then we ran to another robot. Graham screamed at it. Brogan ran away and again, and I fainted. I woke up to the sound of blasters. Graham told me to run. Suddenly, a laser passed by Graham's head. It almost hit his ear. We found Brogan crying. He was scared and wanted to go home. I told him I think we're in Titanfall. Graham said, this is a dream. Oh, it feels real, I said. Brogan cried, I want to go home. I saw a small robot roll past and I asked it, are we in a video game Titanfall? The robot says, I do not know what a video game is, but I need your help. What can we do to help? I asked the small blue and black robot. Follow me, it said. My brothers and I followed the robot into a white and yellow ship. Inside the ship, we met a soldier. It was wearing a blue and black uniform. I am a soldier. Have you come to join the militia forces? The soldier asked us. So I whispered to my brother, see, I told you we were in time for a video game. Brogan started crying again. And Graham said, I do not know, but I think we have to play the game. What? I looked at the commander and said, yes, we are here to join the militia forces. How can I have a Titan? Do you know how to pilot one? He asked me. I told him I did. Okay, follow me, he told us. What are you doing? We only piloted one in a video game, not real life, said Brogan. Graham said, but it's real life now. We followed the commander up to 3 large robots the size of a house. The commander quietly introduced us to our Titans. He showed Graham a green and blue Titan. Brogan got a red and blue Titan, and I got a black and blue Titan. These are your Titans. Take good care. The commander said to us, what is our mission? The commander said to us, what is our mission? I asked. You must protect our planet from the invaders and their planet-destroying weapon, he said. Graham nervously said, okay. Brogan began to cry. Brogan began to cry again. I said, let's go. We climbed into our Titans. Graham radioed to me, what now? We find the weapon and destroy it, I said. Brogan was still crying, but said, okay, let's get this over with and go home. It was dangerous, but we found the planet-destroying weapon, and we found the planet-destroying weapon, and we found out it could only be destroyed from the inside. So we drove our Titans inside of it and destroyed it. Now that we've completed our mission, the Titans took us back to the commander. Well done, you saved us. our planet. Thank you for your help. You earned your way here. The commander said to us, thank you, my brothers, and I say together. Brogan starts crying again and says, can we go home now? And before we knew it, we woke up in our bed at home. The end.
Good job. Good job. Okay, Lawson, you've been very patient. Let me get you on. You ready? Let's see. Let's see. We want to be able to hear you. You ready?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yes. Go ahead.
My pets. One early morning spring day, I ran outside to see what my dad brought home. He ordered 2 white long-legged swans and released them in our pond. I have 8 ducks that lay eggs. We also have 2 English Mastiff dogs and about 40 Black Angus cows. We love animals. One night a storm rolled in and about 15 of our ducks died because they didn't have feathers. Yet I was sad. Then my dad ordered some teal, which are ducks, and they are fully grown. Every day I have to go feed and give ducks water. The ducks water. We used to have cats, except they ran away. I helped take care of my dogs too. We live on a farm called Adams Estate. I am blessed to have a lot of animals and land to enjoy. The end.
Oh, nice job. We'll get to know you better next school year, Lawson. Can't wait to spend the year with you. You did a great job on that. Let me, Miss Noon, would you like to tell our rising second graders? Tomorrow you will be second graders. And I'm going to unmute you as well, Ms. Feitner. So would you like to tell them something?
They did a wonderful job. I'm so proud of all of them. They're going to be wonderful Southfield second graders, and they'll remember this forever because of technology. You did a great job, Ms. Singleton. Thank you for inviting.
No, they worked really hard at it, but can you believe how far we've come from that first one in the classroom? And now here we are.
I'm going to let Miss Sally Leahy, who did it with me those years ago, I'm going to text her as soon as we hang up.
Tell her we said hello.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If in the future when they're living on the moon or on Mars or something like that, I just want to see what Authors Chi is going to be like then. Yes. Ms. Feitner, you have some words of wisdom for our babies?
Well, I don't know if it's wisdom, but I have some words. I'm so proud of all of you guys. You guys have worked so hard. I know this hasn't looked very normal. I'm proud of all your parents. They've worked really hard too. I think we're all ready to get back to a normal setting. We're going to save this so you guys can come back and look at your Authors Tea whenever you want to, and we'll bound your books for you so you have a keepsake. But you guys did wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm super proud of all of you.
And I'm on mute, everyone. Hey guys, so look, some of you know this quote already. And let me read this quote to you. And if you remember it, you can say it with me. Wherever you go, remember that one? Take your hopes, pack your dreams, and never forget. It is on journeys that discoveries are made.
She's saying right now, it's
So
over there.
yeah, and I want you to give everyone a round of applause. Now we can hear everyone clapping. Thank you, guys. I'm so proud of you. Oh, wait, Miss Matt. Hey, I forgot you were down there because we can't see you.
Great job, first graders. We're all so proud of you.
Yeah,
Good job, Miss Singleton.
They did the work. Now, Miss Mack used to be in the computer lab helping the first graders type their stories. That's what Sally did here. She typed her story up. And now she's teaching her students how to read and write. She tells them all about Southfield and our authors too. So guys, I think I have a couple of people that are coming by to pick up some things. And just call me, let me know what you're doing, okay? And I love all of you. I miss you.
Miss you too. Miss you too, Miss Singleton.
If we get to where it's a safe time to try to plan a little party for your class, I'll work on that this summer. If maybe we could have it on campus, if we had the right amount of students or something. So I'll stay in touch with Ms. Feitner and see if we can set that up, and we'll have a celebration, and they can sign their books in the back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have to sign our books and get some good food to eat.
That's right.
Yeah. So Emma, you want to say something, baby? Wait, why are you muted, Emma? There you go. You want to say something? You want to tell it? Bye, guys. Tell everyone bye. Bye. I love you. Bye. Bye. Text me and let me know about your summer adventures. If you lost a tooth or learn how to tie your shoes, something like that. Thank you for coming, Miss Newton, Miss Mack. Thank you for visiting us. We enjoyed having your company. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye. We have long goodbyes. I'm sorry. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Kate. Have a safe trip back home.
Thank you.
Bye, Christian. Bye, Lawson. Bye, Evan. Bye, Madeline. Say hi to the coyotes. And I'll see you in a little bit, Camilla. Okay?
I miss you.
I miss you too, baby. Bye, y'all. Bye, Kate.
Bye-bye.
Bye, baby.